Rosanna from Vote. Norris is taping, so we'll show him in a minute, but we wanted to answer your questions and give you an update on what's going on with Vote. As you'll see when you turn to our very busy calendar, we are working on some exciting things. Our street law class is going to start at the end of this month on the 27th. It's going to be our first street law class. We're really excited. It's the launch of our legal training program, which is 3-tiered. The next day we're going to be attending and participating in a collaborative effort with Baptist Community Ministries and the Vera Institute on a candidates convening on criminal justice, where the major mayoral candidates and city council candidates will be coming to basically get briefed on some of the big criminal justice reform situations that are going on in the pipeline. We'll also be doing a massive outreach effort starting on the 23rd through the 30th to get folks out for early voting, and really reaching out to the 500 people that we surveyed over the summer to make sure that they know about early voting and about the upcoming elections. And then when we move into February, we have our mayoral, city council, and sheriff's primary on the 6th. And there's going to be a vote membership meeting the Thursday before that, where we'll be doing kind of like a big mobilization, making sure that we get out those votes to the polls on Saturday. And then on the 20th, we'll be doing all kinds of prep for this census event. But you'll see that we've got a whole slew of kind of holiday events that are happening around Mardi Gras that we'll be trying to push through so that we can get to our census event that we're doing collaboratively with Moving Forward Gulf Coast on the 20th. And then we go to the beginning of March, which is when the census form goes out. So we'll be doing some community outreach around the census, a lot of community education, and then of course more get out the vote efforts leading up to the mayoral, city council, and sheriff runoff election on March 6th. So that's kind of just a brief of the calendar for the next 6 weeks, which is pretty exciting because it's, everything's heating up, and we're really excited that in the midst of all of this we're also able to launch our legal training program. So that's the first question in terms of what's happening immediately with Vote right now, is kind of like this glut of work that we're really excited about. That March will be, for me, a time when we're doing a lot of the fundraising on the grant side, and we'll also be kind of continuing the street law program as well as the census work. And then we'll be doing in April kind of an evaluation of how our civic engagement work went. And then we're hoping that from the street law class, we do the legal research class in April, and then we are able to launch the actual paralegal training in the summer. So that's kind of the update on what's happening with Vote. It's been a pretty eventful election cycle so far with all the candidate forums. Maybe I can pull up some pictures from our candidate forum. I'll attach them to the email. It was a beautiful event. They called it we didn't call it this, but some folks on the internet referred to it as the Candidates Forum in the Hood. And it was a real eye-opener, I think, for the candidates who showed up not quite expecting as large and as well-informed a crowd as they found. And so they really had to step up their game to answer the questions that the folks at the Candidates Forum had. And it was beautiful. We had close to 300 people, and it was co-hosted by 8 other organizations from the community. We had it at the Treme Center on a terribly rainy night, and we had such an amazing turnout. It was beautiful. And that was in December.